I have so many questions all the time about like, how do I play Tracer versus orisa? How do I play Tracer versus Cass? Do I mark the Tracer? Do I go for the backline? The answer is shut up. You're stupid. Stop asking such dumb questions. Remember, what does a Tracer player do? What does a Tracer player do, chat? What is it? What does a Tracer player do? Regardless of comp, regardless of map, regardless, what does a Tracer player do? Complain. Thank you. Short off angle. Right. You just shoot. You take it off angle and you shoot. Okay, let's check out the Tracer here. Okay, Tracer, off angle, poke, duel the enemy Tracer. Look for opportunities to go for backline. You're probably not likely to be able to get a lot of pressure on a Widow just because of the verticality. Maybe he is going to go for it, chat. I lied. Okay, no, he doesn't want to. He's off-angling. They're able to, quote-unquote, catch the dive better. One of the disadvantages of playing the Kiriluso comp is you're kind of forced to close the distance a little bit or play more aggressive off-angles because on a Brig do so much damage and so much pressure. So you need to kind of sneakily close the distance. They try to. Team Blue, Raccoon is able to, quote-unquote, catch the disengage, survive it, and then they die. All right. Heesang's job is basically, with armor packs and Ana help, to basically just hold this angle and never, ever let the enemy team go through this choke. With the exception if they put like 2 or 3 or 4 resources on it, then he has to give it up. So I actually want to see Heesang go right back. I don't like this position. He needs to go back to that angle. He's actually going to rotate to this side. This is okay. But what I would prefer him to have done is maintain here. If the orisa goes here, then he does the drop, right? Lets the orisa go through. Okay, then we drop here, and then you off-angle here. But yeah, it's a lot of harassment, a lot of distraction. He's going to try to take the high ground. Doesn't do so. Now he's just stalling point for a little bit, trying to save his recall here. Shooting. Now, some of you guys might go, why does he not go for backline here? Why does he not go for backline? Now, if any of you seen any of my recent Tracer videos, we talk a lot about target priority with Tracer. Tracer prefers to go for backline, but the most important thing is just to take an off angle and shoot what you can shoot. Right now, the off angle that Heesang has, it's easiest to shoot orisa. If he commits to backline here, the problem with committing to backline here is that it's going to cost him his last blink, which means that he can go for like a quick clip and then recall out, and then now he's vulnerable. It's going to cost him resources to set up mid-fight, and that's something that he doesn't want to do. So right now, just shoot orisa, shoot what's close if he has the opportunity. Now he has a couple of blinks. Now he's going to go for backline. We're not going to talk about that pulse bomb. And prop, we're not going to talk about that one either. So right now, Heesang's on the off angle. There's nobody freaking here. So what does Heesang do? Heesang deepens the angle, and then now he's harassing backline. Now I promise you, if Smurf had lost his underpants over here or something and had been running around over here, that you would see Heesang shooting Smurf from this off angle. It's not that deep. It literally doesn't matter what they're on. You take the angle and you shoot. So you see this because there's nobody there. The only problem is that the timing of Heesang is a little bit off with this Winston. So once he gets forced out, he turns around and goes to backline. Goes for orisa, then he goes for the Tracer. Because again, why? Because the Tracer was the closest target there. And now, because of that, they've actually choked out the backline's position a little bit here. It's just a shame that it wasn't synchronized perfectly, and also there seemed to be a little bit of a flub there. Again, why are we shooting Tracer? Because she was there. Why are we shooting orisa? Because she was there. The problem with focusing tank in your games is not that you guys are focusing the tank, it's that you're probably not taking an angle in focusing tank. If you take an angle in focusing tank, I'm not even mad. The problem with a lot of people is that they don't take an off angle, and then they wonder why I tell them to not focus tank. It has nothing to do necessarily with the target priority. It's the position that you're in. Remember that for like, and if you guys are committing any crimes IRL, always assault people from an angle. They'll never see you coming. Angle, pulsey, big pulsey. Oh, what a roll. What a roll from Proper. This guy's got nerves of steel. You thought for sure that he wouldn't have roll, and somehow he had it. I think that was the roll anyway. Shoot what's close. Stay on it. Look at that. Suzu, TP. Probably didn't even need a recall there. I think he would try to go back to the high ground with the recall. But yeah, this is really good stuff from Heesang. I think the lack of recall here might get him in the... Might get him. Yeah, it gets him. Oh, it doesn't get him. Good pocket. But yeah, the off-angle setup stuff. Like, if you guys have seen nothing else here, but the position that this guy is taking is pretty consistently good. Fortify expires, and the kill is there. Also, trigger discipline. Starts the clip. Nope, duck behind cover, finishes the clip. Faster than a reload. Again, trigger discipline. Let's just juice this up. Watch it. Reload. Shio. Shoot. Shio's off my screen. Stop. Finish the clip. You guys see it? Even combos it with a melee. Because this guy is actually correct. Oh, wow. Maybe he's not that correct. I spoke too soon. Never mind, we're good. A lot of times when we do our player POVs, we do put in a little bit of an emphasis on some of the mechanical stuff that they do, maybe some of the cooldown choices that they make. But I hope that you guys are looking at this as at like look at the positioning stuff that has been consistently applied. Constantly, always taking angles. Oh, Genji. Oh, Genji. Oh, bless me, Genji. Let's stay in the Tracer. Let's stay in the Tracer. We'll come back to the Genji. Shoot. Shoot the Genji. Why? Because he's the closest target available. Good. Keep shooting. Keep pressuring. Keep shooting, keep pressuring. Again, target priority is irrelevant. We have orisa on the angle here. We have hit scan on the angle here. We have Tracer on the angle here. Do you see it? Constant harassment, constant pressure. Let's actually talk about why is that the case. Why is this so important, guys? Why is pressure from an off angle important? Split resources and attention. Okay, great. So when you're shooting from here, you're making people that are here look at your orisa, look at your Cassidy, and look at you, right? So you're basically increasing the number of directions that you can be shot and pressured at. Okay? Induced anxiety. I mean, unironically, yes. Unironically, yes. All right? Here's another thing, too. When you take an off angle, it allows people to not shoot tank. Okay? So we talked about like, but you guys, but you just said that it's okay to shoot tank. Yes, wait for it. When I'm here, the orisa could choose to push me out, and then I'll shoot the orisa. But then that means that my orisa can off angle and shoot backline, or that my Cassidy can off angle and shoot backline. So then if the orisa goes to pressure my tank, then I have a free angle to the soft succulent underbelly. Right? So if we're all grouped up, then we all just trade on each other's tanks. But as soon as we start to rotate around, we can start to shoot around the tank. And there's one other reason why off angles matter in this instance. There's a lot of reasons, but one of the big reasons here is because off angles are valuable for two of the reasons that we just said, the enemy team wants to be taking off angles too. So what we do is we not only get value out of the off angle ourselves, but we stop them from getting those exact same positions. Right? So what we're doing here is we're constantly look. The whole reason, look, this is just like a tiny little demonstration of why off angles work. Look at Smurf. Smurf goes, oh, Tracer. I gotta clear this Tracer out. Looks at Tracer, looks at orisa, looks at orisa, looks at Tracer, Judgment Heal is the Javelin, and Smurf goes, whammo. Right? Because he doesn't know what's coming. Now, is it the end of the world? No, but it's little things like that times 100. Ooh, nice Javelin. Shoot, 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 shoot. He's shooting a fortified orisa because it's the closest thing. And to get to anything else means using blinks and putting himself off of the off angle. Do you understand it? Shoot the horse if that's what your angle allows you to do. Now, could Heesang blink in here and put pressure here? Yes, maybe. Maybe. But that would cost resources. Maybe resources that he doesn't want to do. Just keep shooting. And then now they've rotated away. So then now this off angle is totally free. There's nobody freaking here. It's vacant. It's over. It's a Game of Thrones hero fan club now. You know? So just, you're totally fine. Now, that's just a crazy javelin. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. This Smurf is like actually dunking on this guy. And he look at this. Look at Smurf. I know where this is a Smurf VOD review, I think. Ah! How does he do that? Okay, anyway. I mean, I could do that. I'm speaking more for you guys' benefit. So right now, why do you think Heesang is not on an off angle right now? And what should Heesang do in the next 0.2 seconds? No recall, no blinks. Right? But you see it? He's thinking about it, and now he's marking their angle. What's kind of funny is you can actually like butterfly effect this And the reason that Team Blue right now, Falcons, are on point for free is because Smurf hit the Javelin, which forced Tracer out of the off angle. You got to get what I'm saying? It's kind of like one thing leads to another, one thing leads to another, one thing leads to another. You guys get what I'm saying? So, yeah. But that being said, he is back on the angle here. He is back on the angle here. Now, here, he has to make a choice. I don't want to shoot orisa. I prefer to shoot backline. But everybody knows what she was doing here. Everybody knows what she was doing here. Right? So, Heesang has to make a choice. And what he actually tries to do here is he goes across the map to try and pursue the Genji. Now, I want you Spilo, I want you viewers to tell me, why is this a mistake? What concept does this break from our repertoire of catchphrases? And hint, it's something that Heesang has already done at least 3 times in the previous map. What is wrong with this? Clock? Ooh. Cheating sandwich. Yes. Clock, cheating sandwich. Yes, 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 yes. He has an angle. You need to stay on this angle. Shoot the orisa, shoot the brig, or wrap. Either of these are your options. Instead, he sandwiches himself between, he uses resources to go all the way across to the opposite off angle to go for a play. Putting himself at risk, he could just get one shot here. Wasting resources, and not really putting himself in a position to where he's really confident to win this. And now, not only did he run the risk of failing that play, but he's now back on the off angle without any resources. You get what I'm saying? And what's so funny about this is maybe I'm reading way too much into this. But this is something that Heesang has already done, and part of the problem why he was struggling a little bit with Echo on Ilios. If he hits the pulse, would it have been worth? Yes, it would have been worth. The one advantage out of doing this is it is a little bit unpredictable. Stalker's not ready for it. But there is an insane risk out of it, and I would argue that it makes more sense here to wait out the back window, hold the angle, shoot, and instead just control this space with pulse bomb here. Because don't tell me you can't pulse bomb from this angle too. And also, by the way, look what happens the second that Heesang vacates this angle. You see it? You see it? Lip immediately takes that off angle away. This is kind of scary from Heesang. I don't think he realized that Heesang? Oh, that is so lucky. He rotates to the opposite angle. Our job here when we analyze this is to point out all the good and all the bad, right? And there was a lot of good from Heesang right now, but I think that at the very least, it's healthy to question some of those plays and point out when and where there's at least risk behind them. Even if it's not necessarily a bad play, there's a lot of risk about going for that. And the reason why that's important is something that you guys need to learn from your own gameplay. When you have a powerful angle, hold the off angle and keep applying pressure. This is just another one of those greed plays, right? This is just another one of those greed plays where he really wants that kill. He vacates the off angle. He does like all this 5D chess, misses the pulse bomb. Now he doesn't have pulse. Now he doesn't have recall. And now he's given the rotation for free again. You see it again, though. It's literally the exact same thing. There's a goof on the pressure from that off angle. He gambles, and that's it. Got to fight Stalker in that rotation. Careful, careful. It's a 2v1. Kevster principle. Just live. All right. Find a different angle. Find a different angle. Where is he going to go? Where's Big Daddy going to go here? Where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? Fighting the angle. Fighting the angle. Isolation on Brig. And now notice that he's not even like necessarily forcing the int here. He's just going to, again, go back and control the off angle. Make sure that that Genji can't pincer from behind. And also kill the isolated Genji as well. Okay, Genji. Let's actually talk about the Genji just a wee little bit.